We're continuing coverage of one of the biggest murder cases in Pueblo's history, the Donthe Lucas trial. It's 8 years in the making, dating back to the disappearance of 21-year-old Kelsie Schelling. Our Colette Bordelon is following this case closely, and today she got to see surveillance video that the prosecution says is key. Colette.
There's not much physical evidence in this case. For instance, Schelling's body was never found. That's why for prosecutors painting their picture, they need that kind of physical or circumstantial evidence, that they just don't have with the physical evidence. So here's some of that footage we saw today in the courtroom showing Schelling's car in the Walmart parking lot on the morning of February 5th. When only one person is seen getting out of it, then we see that person walk around the back of the Walmart. Lucas has told law enforcement he and Schelling went to the Walmart that morning where he got picked up by his mom, but in his timeline, that was around 9 a.m. However, the footage shows Schelling's car in the lot around noon. The car stays there until the morning of the 6th when a man is seen getting into it and driving off. Prosecutors say Lucas admitted 4 years later that he came back to pick up Schelling's car from the lot, but he never said that when talking to investigators in 2013. It eventually was recovered at St. Mary Corwin's on February 14th. And the detective on the case says it lacked lots of personal belongings and looked as though it had been washed. Now, back at the beginning of this trial, prosecutors said we would hear 5 different statements that Lucas told law enforcement in the days surrounding Schelling's disappearance. Today, we heard the last 2 in the form of on-camera recorded interviews with the Pueblo Police Department. I'm breaking down what Lucas said in those coming up at 5. Always watching out for you, Pueblo. Colette Bordelon, News 5.